The world watched in horror as the flames of conflict erupted once more between Israel and Hamas on October 7, 2023. A surprise attack by Hamas shattered a fragile peace, unleashing a wave of violence that has sent shockwaves through the region and beyond. What began as a coordinated assault quickly escalated into a full-blown conflict with both sides exchanging heavy fire. Israel, caught off guard by the ferocity of the initial attack, responded with a military campaign aimed at crippling Hamas's infrastructure and capabilities. Airstrikes rained down on Gaza, targeting key Hamas installations, while ground troops prepared for a potential incursion into the densely populated Palestinian enclave. The conflict has already claimed the lives of hundreds, if not thousands, of people on both sides, with the civilian toll continuing to rise at an alarming rate. Amidst the escalating violence, the international community has scrambled to contain the crisis. The United States, a longtime ally of Israel, has called for restraint from both sides while also reaffirming its commitment to Israel's security. However, efforts to broker a ceasefire have so far proven unsuccessful, as both sides appear determined to press their advantage on the battlefield. Israel has unleashed a relentless aerial bombardment of Gaza, targeting what it describes as Hamas military infrastructure. Fighter jets and drones have struck hundreds of targets, including weapons depots, tunnels, and command centers.
The Israeli military asserts that its operations are aimed at degrading Hamas's ability to wage war and deterring future attacks. However, the intensity and scale of the airstrikes have raised concerns about civilian casualties.
The international community has reacted with a mixture of condemnation and calls for restraint. The United Nations Security Council has held multiple emergency meetings to address the crisis, but efforts to reach a unified response have been stymied by divisions among its permanent members. The United States has blocked several resolutions condemning Israel's actions, arguing that they do not advance the prospects for peace.
European leaders have expressed deep concern over the escalating violence and urged both sides to exercise restraint. They have also called for an immediate ceasefire and the resumption of negotiations. However, their efforts to mediate a solution have been hampered by the deep mistrust between Israel and Hamas.
Section 4. The crushing weight of rubble and loss. The human cost of the conflict is, well, immeasurable.
Hundreds of Palestinians have been killed in the Israeli airstrikes, including women and children. Thousands more have been injured, many critically. The destruction of homes, hospitals, and infrastructure has left countless families homeless and without access to basic necessities.
On the Israeli side, rocket attacks from Gaza have killed several civilians and wounded dozens more. The constant threat of rocket fire has paralyzed daily life in southern Israel, forcing residents to seek shelter and disrupting essential services. Section 5. Whispers of war beyond the horizon. The conflict between Israel and Hamas has also raised concerns about a wider regional conflagration.
Hezbollah, the powerful Lebanese militant group and political party, has expressed solidarity with Hamas and threatened to retaliate against Israel if it continues its attacks on Gaza. Israel has warned Hezbollah against any involvement in the conflict, raising fears of a potential escalation on a second front. Iran, which supports both Hamas and Hezbollah, has also condemned Israel's actions and vowed to support the Palestinian resistance.
Section 6. A glimmer of hope in the darkness. Despite the bleak outlook, there are glimmers of hope.
Egypt, which has played a mediating role in previous conflicts between Israel and Hamas, has been engaged in intensive diplomatic efforts to secure a ceasefire. While these efforts have yet to bear fruit, the fact that both sides are willing to engage in talks through intermediaries suggests that a diplomatic solution is not entirely out of reach. The international community must continue to exert pressure on both sides to end the violence and return to the negotiating table. A ceasefire is an urgent humanitarian imperative, allowing for the delivery of essential aid to those in desperate need and providing a much-needed respite from the fighting.